they rethink Africa development. What is our take home from here today?
Well, our biggest take home is the fact that globalization is a reality, but individualism is also a reality. The global economic landscape is progressively turning towards nationalistic tendencies. Sustainable development and prosperity is now the business of every government. And that prosperity and sustainable development cannot be achieved without distorting the existing order. And that is why, in the context of Nigeria, it is very important and high time we look critically at our every pathway leading to sustainable development and prosperity in such a way that we assert our national identity, assert our national policies in a way that transform our country into the sustainable future that we want it.
So, the former Minister of Finance, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, under the administration of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, came and gave a kudos and to what the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in his 2 years in office, that is stabilizing Nigeria. What is your takes on this and the economics on this?
If you are outside governance, you may think what she is saying is not true. But if you are within government, you realize that the deep-rooted economic crisis that we have, the continued subsidy, the continued depletion of our resources, the lack of structural reforms that are needed for sustainable prosperity cannot continue without having any change. The world is changing, but we are remaining static. So we have to change with the changes in the world. Now you can see that so much money is now going to all the three tiers of government. It is now left for individual Nigerians to hold every elected official responsible for delivering prosperity. It's not just the responsibility of Mr. President, it is the responsibility of every governor and also every local government chairman to see that development goes to the grassroots. The removal of subsidy is painful. There's no doubt about it, and there's no way you can say it's not painful. But the resultant effect is the need to free resources in order to fund sustainably the provision of development services that are needed for the critical sustainability of Nigeria, without which the population cannot be sustainable. And that is why it is important we support Mr. President, not just with mouth, but by action, particularly at the subnational level, to make sure that the additional resources going to the state governors are used judicially. And it is now the responsibility of the state houses of assembly and every citizen at the subnational level to ask critical questions: where are our resources going and what can be done differently with the resources.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Can I have your card, sir?